PA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy
PA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today we got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this.
Really short from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Fourth year running back, this is Devin Singletary. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense from the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders. And no matter what's done throughout the ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Singletary again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Yards that time, and a Bengals first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that one.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, but we're seeing it here. Not only controlling things right at line of scrimmage, we're able to get upfield, get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, this linebacker spot, the secondary spot, get it all the way downfield with the blocking, which I keep the running back.
Let's try to continue that trend afternoon. They'll run on first down from Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To run with Singletary, and he is going to be stopped down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield, here's Allen. Forced out to his left.
From midfield, here's Allen.
And a nice job there defensively. And get him to the ground short at first, right around the 42.
Get him to the ground short at first, right around the 42.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon. The defense forces a turnover on downs. They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And good vision there as he's across midfield down the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good message to slow down. I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Ways he's doing things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease, bursts through for a solid game.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Yeah, 11-yard pickup, it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off. Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Certainly paying dividends as seen so far.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. So much to discuss. It's incomplete. Two strong teams for the Chiefs getting together here. Regular season meeting in 2020.
Last year, Buffalo won the regular season meeting in 2020.
The Chiefs got them back in the playoffs. One of the best games in recent
memory.
The Chiefs got them back in the playoffs. One of the best games in recent memory.
Fuck me, I'm out here.
Drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game. Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. To the air, Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing is Allen on third. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give, Singletary right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. A give up the middle to Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go right back to Singletary. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Allen going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Singletary here running out of the gun. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. On play action, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The Bills are running up the right to the point conversion.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Gets this one to Morris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Allen off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Singletary. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out
to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Allen, gotta have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, I'm playing like shit. You might win the game, dog.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a step of performance from these ace pass rushers.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On the counter, this is Singletary.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Now Allen.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
One final try here for Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
To throw is Allen. And this is caught. And it's a three-point game. So that effort gives him a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mahomes will throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head,